This would be an interesting question. Like, how different would your college experience have been on Trikafta?
This is how our day is starting. They were about to go on a walk. Yes, a walk. And I just saw the guitar on the wall and needed a quick music time. That's beautiful. That's teamwork. Daddy does the left hand, you do the strumming.
Buddy, we don't do that. You did that on purpose.
Stuck his hand in it.
What do you want? More? Food? You want food? What kind of food do you want?
I was just saying maybe at gymnastics today we can work on going off the mats backwards. We go off the stairs backwards, so we're gonna work on going off all the different items backwards. Morning. Morning. Have a good walk. I'm gonna go do my vest. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh, the best hugs.
You give the best hugs in town.
The best hugs.
The best hugs in town.
Oh.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Should we bring him some milk? I found it.
You want a sip of milk?
Milk? No, thank you.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Hey, oh. Daylight comes and she wants to go home.
If it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with it yet. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning. If it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with it yet.
Set, go. Boom. Set, go. Boom.
We've been to gymnastics, then we decided we want to try to potentially go down to one nap because
He's been resisting doing two.
So then we decided to go to library story time. So we were on our way to library story time. We saw the sign for Carolina glazed donuts.
And we've always wanted to go. We pass it all the time.
So we made a U-turn and just followed our instincts.
Went for it.
I'm so glad we did because that was the most incredible Boston cream donut I've ever had.
I agree. I took a bite of her Boston cream. I got glazed holes, but that was a good Boston cream right there.
It was mind-blowing. And because we were sitting here talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, I decided you guys needed to hear how good it is.
So next time we'll actually show you. We weren't expecting it to be that spectacular, so maybe next time we'll pick up the camera.
I had low hopes, and it was mind-blowing. So now, we're all fueled up, don't worry. We have plenty of energy.
Coffee, we got
Yes.
donuts. Going to
Ready
library
to go.
story time.
Shake and shake and shake and stop. Shake and shake and shake and stop.
I love you, flower. I love you, rabbit. Hippity hop. I love you, rock. And I love you, bug. And this is what we do when we go out the door. We'll take the elevator up, take the elevator down, take the elevator up, take the elevator down, take the elevator up, take the elevator down, and we'll turn around.
Yay! Okay, you should show off your beautiful.
Okay, I made avocado sourdough bagel with sesame seeds. She made the sourdough bagels. It was out of the freezer and she heated it up and it feels delicious.
Good.
Perfect.
It looks beautiful.
You know, we've talked about avocados. They're just like,
Yeah.
either they're good or they're not. But this was the perfect avocado for avocado toast because it's like not too ripe, but ripe enough that you can kind of like smear it a little bit, but it's not like smush.
Yeah.
It was perfect for avocado toast.
Mine is just slightly more healthier than his, but I mean, I'm not gonna like, we're not comparing, we're not bragging, but if we were going to brag, mine's way healthier. So, it's chip beef gravy on toast, homemade sourdough toast, don't worry.
For sure.
What?
For sure.
Yes, sodium level, nutrient contents.
Definitely higher on the... I put a squeeze of lemon juice on top too. It seemed like the right thing to do.
Got some.
Schmutz on my beard.
Actually, it was a
Avocado.
What's
oh,
that?
Sesame seeds.
sesame seed. Okay, I asked Peter a question.
The lemon was right.
Good.
That's good.
That's a good idea. I asked Peter a question. I think eating my chip beef gravy on toast took me back to the cafeteria, like the first floor cafeteria on our college campus. And I was asking Peter, what were your vibes at when you were in the Commons, that area? Like, what was that like for you?
Yeah, it's an interesting area. I didn't spend a lot of time in that space because I think the vibes are a little bit unsettled in there.
Oh, so unsettled.
Because it's like a walkway.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Two ways.
Yeah, like people walk through there continually to get to other places of the campus. So, and I almost exclusively ate in the student dining room, not the commons.
The SDR.
So,
Student dining room.
occasionally I would sit there, but it wasn't like, it was so transient.
Yes,
that
it was.
It was not a good spot to like sit down and study or anything.
I agree. I was thinking on the studying topic, you never sit down in the Commons and think, that was a productive study session.
Did you ever do that?
I think I tried.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe late at night.
yeah, maybe late at night. I always felt tired when I was there. So you're either waiting for class to start, so you're kind of killing some time, or you're meeting someone there, and then it's so distracting you can't pay attention to the conversation.
Yeah.
What were you observing over on the window wall where those benches were like facing each other? What do we observe over there?
Oh, maybe like awkward couples?
Yes. Yes, maybe like a little DTR situation going on over there.
Define the relationship.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then occasionally you'll see like a famous person in there because they're coming to speak at the school or something like that. So then you'll be like...
And often like professors or like people would be having meetings in the commons. But
yeah.
It's basically a public space on the campus. So it wasn't like... Yeah, it was just busy. A busy place.
You're either dashing through there because you're late to class, you're exhausted and you're going back to your dorm. My dorm was in that building, like...
To be fair, when were you not exhausted?
I was exhausted during college. People sometimes ask, what was it like to go to college with a chronic illness? Exhausting.
Oh, amazing, right?
Absolutely incredible. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Also never want to do it again. I hold those two completely in unison. Wouldn't trade it. Would never, ever trade it. Would never, ever want to do it again.
Now, this would be an interesting question. Like, how different would your college experience have been on Trikafta?
And the funny thing is, my lung function then
Was higher.
20% higher than it is now. But I was
Sicker.
less functional than I am now. Lung function number does not have everything to do with how you feel during the day. I remember laying on my dorm floor. It's the very flat Berber carpet, you know, the cheap kind, over cement, laying on my dorm floor and setting my timer for 2 minutes and literally sleeping for 2 minutes, and it felt refreshing.
To be fair, I remember doing similar things.
Yeah, I don't think that was a CF thing.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting. I've never really thought about this. But I do think Mary's college years were like so formative for her processing of chronic illness and cystic fibrosis specifically. But I'm sure college would have been formative in other ways. But like as I look back on those years, like observing Mary, if she was on Trikafta, some of the formational things like wouldn't have been in play. But that's true of it. Like you can look back at anything in life and be like, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be where I am today. But
yeah, and it's acknowledging that in the hard stuff you can learn a ton.
yeah, and we're shaped by our experiences.
Yeah. Even remembering the life lesson that will carry through my whole life. I was on a leadership team at our church for the college ministry, and it was my turn to prepare, organize, and lead a special event at the church for the college ministry. So I had prepared the plan for the food, the shopping list, who was going to shop for it, who was going to buy it, who was going to make it, and prepared, I forget what other elements I was in charge of, but I had prepared it all, and then I was too sick to go on that day, and I remember our college pastor saying, good job doing what you had to do in a way that even though you weren't there, it still ran smoothly. That says you did a great job. So, and that was so encouraging to me because I felt like a failure, but it wasn't a failure because I did all that I could do and it still was okay. So that was encouraging.
Yeah.
What?
That's just an example of like something you learned in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that comes to my mind that would be different in college if you were on Trikafta would be like mornings. Like that, I feel like that would be just make your college experience a whole lot different.
That was not pleasant.
I mean, basically mornings being easy instead of like extremely, extremely hard.
Oh man.
Well, I don't know if I should say easy, but comparatively.
Right. I just remember like walking to class quickly so I'm not late. And then just like the pink cheeks feeling of like I'm out of breath. Mm-hmm. It'd be great to go to college with Trikafta. Mm-hmm. But it was great going to college without it also. Mm-hmm. Life lessons.
Life lessons. That avocado bagel. Maybe we need to make another batch of bagels. Although I think it would be just as good on that sourdough bread.
True.
But the bagel was good. Like we froze it, and then what'd you do? Just stick it in the toaster oven?
Yep. And I froze it after it was already stale. I should have frozen it, but we didn't know if we'd eat it or not
I think
that day.
heating it up revives it.
Yeah.
Very well.
Revives the soul.
Yes.
So, thanks for joining us for Brunch Munch.
Brunch munch.
All right, we gotta do work.
All right, baby's sleeping. So
He's gonna
maximize.
work the rest of the day. I'm gonna work on house stuff. And thanks for joining us. And as always, we'll see you later.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Don't forget to choose joy. And get your t-shirt in the link
Available
in
on
the
our
description.
online store.